What's up, you guys? Cece back with another video, and I'm so excited for today because we are going to do a get ready with me Q&A. Really talking about corporate and productivity and just how we're advancing our careers, how we're thinking about our careers as Black women in corporate America. Now, I'm excited about this video because this is my first Q&A of 2023, and you guys asked some really good questions. So thank you to you all who submitted questions. I got questions on Instagram, I got questions on YouTube, and so I'm excited to answer all of your questions. There were some really good ones in there, so we're gonna get into that. We're also going to be using some brand new makeup today. If you guys haven't seen my recent makeup haul, make sure you check that video out. I will make sure it's linked, and there's some good stuff in that haul, honey. So we are going to incorporate a lot of that stuff in this video. Plus, I hear you guys, I know you want to see more makeup videos, so I'm gonna try to do some quicker looks. I got a request for some one brand tutorials, so I'm gonna try to incorporate some more like quicker makeup looks on this channel so you guys can get that dose of me as well. So let's get started. I got my little setup here, and yeah, we are going to start. First of all, I need to put some stuff on my lips. I will have all the products linked below per usual, but this is the K-Skin what is it, lip mask or lip balm, deep water nourishing lip mask. And y'all, this stuff is really growing on me. Okay, somebody recommended this when the Fenty lip mask was out of stock, and this stuff is really growing on me, so I would definitely recommend this. K-Skin is another Black owned brand as well, so at Sephora, so really good. I also want to add some eye patches real quick. These are the Pixi Beautify brightening eye patches, and so we're gonna just add some of these also under our eyes while we do our brows and our eyeshadow. All right, let's get started. I'm gonna prime my eyes using this Milk Makeup Hydro Grip Eye Primer. And this is what it looks like. You guys know, if you've been watching me, I love this stuff. Such a good eye primer. And I'm also gonna prime my brows with it as well. We're gonna be doing a full-on look today. Neutral eyes. I'm gonna do a colorful look soon, but we're gonna be doing some neutral eyes today because it's a work day and your girl gotta get back to work, okay? Or get to work. But we're gonna do some neutral eyes today just to make sure it's work appropriate, all right? And then I'm gonna just go ahead and start my brows. And then I'm gonna jump in here and we're going to get the first question going. Now, I told you guys to ask me questions about anything. So there's questions about life, there's questions about marriage, friendship, career, of course, all that stuff. So how did you know employee relations was for you? Well, short answer. Do you want the real answer? I did not. Let me tell you, I fell into an ER role. I don't want to say fell into, but my last position, my title was an HR business partner. However, it was an HR ER role combined, right? So as you guys know, I work in human resources, specifically employee relations now. And so my last role, we did not have an ER department. The HR business partners, which was me, handled the HR side and the ER side. So it was definitely a lot more feeling like you're being pulled in all directions, you know? It was a lot of that, just feeling like you're just being pulled in so many different ways. So it's really nice now that I am strictly ER, that I can focus on that side of the business without feeling like I'm being pulled in all different directions. Because for an HRBP role, I mean, you're talking about organizational design, you are talking manager coaching and things like that. And not that I don't do coaching for managers now, because I absolutely do, but it's just different, right? I'm only focused on the employee relations piece of it, where in my last role, I was focused on the employee relations piece of it, which was doing investigations and things like that, on top of all the HR business partner role aspects. So there was just a lot going on there. So as far as, how did I know the ER career path is for me? I don't know that I still know if I want to, just continue to pursue ER for the rest of my career. I'm not sure. I could go back into HR, and I didn't mind it, but I enjoy the space that I'm in right now. So ER is definitely, I feel like, a good space for me at the moment. I feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be at this time, right? I definitely have career aspirations of going further, but for right now, I definitely feel like I'm where I'm supposed to be for this moment. You guys know that changes with me, but I like employee relations. I'm good with it. It's feeding my soul for now. All right, I need to do my eyebrows, y'all. So they're looking a little raggedy right now, but we will have to clean them up. I'm going to use this Stay Naked Quickie Concealer to clean up these brows a little bit, because I can't even get them as precise as I want, because they need to be trimmed and cleaned up. And I've been too lazy to do that, so. Alright, that's about as clean as we gonna get them. We'll leave them there and start with the eyes. We're going to use the Patrick Ta for eyes. This is the Major Dimension eyeshadow palette, and I love this eyeshadow palette. It also came with those 2 cream shadows. I never use the cream shadows, but I love the powder shadow colors. So we're going to use this palette today and do a nice simple look. Let's go to the next question. I'm trying to combine them in my head because I got a lot of duplicates. So excuse me if I'm sitting here looking like an idiot trying to read them. Ooh, this was a good one. Were you ever scared to report into a white woman? So I'll take that to mean, just someone who isn't Black. Was I ever scared to report into someone who was not of the same race as me, which is Black? I will say no. I never really had any issues when it came to that. And for those of you who are not Black and don't understand the question, being honest, sometimes that can be an issue in the corporate world, and you just feel like you're not being seen, you're not being heard, or your work isn't being put out there, strictly because of the microaggressions that exist in the world, because of the microaggressions that exist against Black women. And so sometimes it can be tough, and that can be a tough situation. And I would even venture to say that a lot of times it's not purposeful on either side. It's just the way the world is. And so sometimes there are just biases and, again, microaggressions that go down and that happen and that are there that people don't even realize. And it just makes things harder. But I never really had any issues when it came to that. I had some really great leaders over the years. I really, really have. And to be honest, most of them were white. They were white women. I've had white men as leaders that some were great, some were not. But I've had a lot of great white women leaders, and I've never had an issue, at least to my knowledge. Now maybe something's going on behind my back I didn't know, I don't know, but to my knowledge there were no issues. And I feel like I got great leadership, great mentorship, and I learned a lot under a lot of those women that I was under, you know. And I mean, everybody's experiences are different. And I say, you know, whether you have white leaders, black leaders, like right now my boss is a white male. However, things just got switched around late last year. So before that, well, it was a white woman, but her boss, who I communicated with a lot, was a black woman. And then her boss was a black woman. So there are a lot of black women leaders at my organization where I am now. But my last job, I had a black leader for the whole almost 3 years that I was there. So that was really nice. And that was really one of the things that made me want to go work for that organization, was the fact that my boss was this like younger black woman. And I mean, she was a badass. She was amazing. She works for Google now. But she was amazing. And I loved working under her so much. And then I got another black woman as my leader, and she was great. So I think I've been very fortunate in the leadership department. And yeah, I hope to be, you know, I hope that when I did lead a team, I was a good leader in that regard. And I hope that when I lead another team, which I'm sure is coming, you know, eventually, I hope that when I lead my next team, I can be, you know, half the leader that I've gotten from these other leaders that I've had. So yeah, never had any issues, and hopefully you don't either. But I've never had any issues in that department. I feel like this palette doesn't have like the nude color that I kind of want on my lids. Maybe this will work. So I want like a nuder color on my lids, like super nude. I don't want anything shiny though. Like I want almost not a white, but like an off-white. Like this color right here is really pretty. Maybe this will work. It has some sparkle in it, and I really don't want any sparkle, but it actually might work. What I'm gonna do, I'm gonna put some of this concealer on the lid just to kind of map out where I want this color to go, and then I'm gonna stick the color right on top. All right, so I think the eyes are complete. We're gonna stop it there and go ahead and, first of all, I'm gonna take these off, and then we're going to apply some lashes today. Okay, lashes take forever, so I'm gonna apply those off camera, and then we'll be back to continue with more questions. Okay, I had no idea these were so long, but they're so pretty. We're using the Allure London and Jasmine Brown eyelashes. These I found at Marshall's for like $4. And what kind were these? Because I think they had a name. I don't know. Doesn't say the name on it, but the Jasmine Brown and Allure lashes, they just look like this. So they're really pretty, really wispy. They're longer than I would have wanted them, but it's okay. It's okay. We'll just be a little glam for work today. That's totally fine. Now it's time to get started on foundation. All right, onto the face. We are going to use, I showed you guys this in not last haul. I think I showed you this in January's haul. And this is the She Glam Complexion Pro Long Lasting Breathable Matte Foundation. Now this is from Shein. Y'all know the clothing brand? Yes, this is from Shein. I have not used it yet. I've had it for over a month and just have not dived into it yet. So we're going to dive into it together today. And I'm gonna mix a little bit of this I don't know how to say it, but this is the Glowy Super Gel in the shade Sun Glow. I'm gonna mix some of that in with it, and we're going to see how this wears throughout the day. So I'm really excited. We need to prime our face though. I don't have a primer out. Let's grab a face primer. I'm going to use, I thought I took one out, but maybe not. I'm just gonna use my tried and true one size face primer for this. While we're doing that, let's read the next question. Somebody said they're sorry about Mark's layoff. Thank you so much. We definitely appreciate you all's support. He's actually documenting his journey and, you know, how he's, like what he's been doing during this time and just his journey in finding another position over on our vlog channel. So you guys should check that out if you're interested. Bradley Party of Six, the vlog channel is linked below. But I got asked, would you support your husband if he wanted to pursue a social media career? Absolutely. First of all, I think there is so much money in social media. I think it's so funny that people dismiss and kind of downplay it and go, like I saw a post on Facebook I think it was last week or the week before, and it was somebody who maybe is about 3 years older than me, something like that, and they were like, you know, I feel sorry for this next generation. All these kids want to be our social media stars. And I'm like, if I knew the type of you know, that social media could be a career, if I knew that back 10 years ago or even longer, if I knew that back when Facebook first started and I first got on it, or back when, you know, Instagram, YouTube, whatever, if I knew social media could be a career back then, honey, I might have left that college degree where it was, okay? And just tried to pursue that for real. Because I mean, I don't see the problem with it. I feel like a lot of people see a problem with it. They're like, oh, you need that degree to fall back on. That degree ain't worth the paper it's printed on. We out here with degrees in debt and stuff. And people are, you know, TikTok, Instagram stars and living their best life out here. And I'm not saying that's not work, because that's definitely work. I done told y'all that before. But the point is, I mean, I'd rather do this than go to work every day. You know what I'm saying? Than go to a traditional job every day. I'd definitely rather do this. So I just don't feel like people understand the magnitude of where social media is if you're not in this space. So would I support that? Absolutely. Now, would he have to get a job in the meantime to help support the family? Yes. You know, yes. But if he was like, you know, making enough money to you know, quit his job and supplement his income, and was like, yeah, I'm gonna do this full time, hell yeah, go ahead, do it. You know, I don't understand why you wouldn't support it. I would definitely support that. And if he started making enough money where we could all, you know, he could supplement my income too, and we could still live the same, and I could quit my job, I'm quitting mine too, and we gonna go at it full time, and we could double that in a year if we just work at it. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yes, I would definitely. That is not Mark's passion though. Social media is really not Mark's passion. The whole reason he is on YouTube and Instagram doing reels and stuff like that is because of me. That's not his passion. It's not like his natural thing. This is something that I love to do, and I kind of pulled the whole family into it. And he's just nice enough to go along with my shenanigans, okay? But he likes doing it now, and he's gotten used to it, obviously, because we've been doing it for years. But it's just not his passion. I don't think it's anything that he would ever fully try to do full time. You trying to do social media full time? Answering questions. Okay, next question. This is from the same person. It says, just curious and vice versa of the last question. What do you think of the husband providing and the wife pursuing YouTube in a home where one income is more than enough? Honey, if y'all start watching more of these videos, sharing more of these videos so this channel can blow up, baby, we quitting, okay? We quitting, all right? them brands start popping up, honey, we quitting, okay? Let me tell you that. But I mean, it would have to be definitely something that not just like the first month. I'd have to see how things go with that sustained income for a year or so before I would do that. Especially, like, I wouldn't just quit now. Like, say Mark got a great job. I wouldn't just quit right now and be like, okay, I can try to pursue YouTube full time. That wouldn't be what I would do. I would have to be able to replace my income to live the way I want to live, along with saving for the future, along with investing, along with, everything else that we have going on here. We are not a completely one income household, right? So in order to do everything that we need to do and accomplish all of our goals, both incomes, we need them. So that just wouldn't work for me to just up and quit my job and be like, okay, now you can handle that while I work through this. And that works for some people. It just doesn't, it's just not going to work here. Maybe when I was younger, I might have gave it a try, but for now, yeah, no. I'm using the SheGlam Insta Ready Face and Under Eye Setting Powder Duo. So this has a double setting powder in it. You have a darker face powder and then a lighter, like translucent. This one's the under eye powder right here. Oh, it's definitely smoothing. This is nice. This is kind of nice, y'all. This foundation don't look too shabby either. I ain't mad at this powder though. But yeah, this foundation don't look too shabby either. What y'all think? Looks pretty good. I know it was under $10. I can't remember the exact price, but I'll make sure everything's linked below. But I know it was under $10. My under eye feels so smooth. We like. All right, next question. This is more questions about Mark and YouTube. How did Mark feel about starting YouTube versus how he feels about YouTube now? Like I said, social media was never his passion. It's kind of something that I was doing. And I was like, hey, it'd be cool if, you guys, like the family, got in on the action. And then I was kind of like, hey, it's really hard for me to do the family channel and my main channel. So if you could just help out with editing a little bit, that'd be great. And then I kind of handed the family channel over to Mark. So he's doing, like, for the most part, all of the editing. I do some, like, when I film like cleaning videos and stuff like that, I'll do some of them, but Mark is doing all of the editing for the most part over there, and even most of the filming now. And so I kind of like handed that channel off to him, and I'll do some of the stuff, but he's really the brains behind the channel these days. And so he's definitely, sorry guys, I'm opening this powder. He's definitely taken a different approach to YouTube now. Obviously more of an owner of his own channel. And I think he kind of enjoys it. I do. He makes jokes like, oh, I was just supposed to be helping out, and now you got me doing all of this. But I think he actually enjoys it now. So, yeah. Like I said, I kind of pulled him into that. What's the next one? Since you're a lover of all things beauty and you have girls, when do you think it will be appropriate for them to wear makeup if they choose to? I mean, I think if we're talking about a full face like this, I don't think they need to be wearing a full face like this as a child. I feel like that's a lot of, like, this is a lot of makeup. And I don't want my girls, I always make sure they understand, like, they see me doing makeup and they ask about it, but I always try to make sure that they understand, like, you don't need makeup. I don't need makeup, it's something that I like to do. It's fun, but we don't need makeup on our faces. And I buy them lip gloss and stuff like that. So they use like lip gloss and stuff now, but I like a full face, maybe like 16. Before that, if they want to wear some mascara or something like that, that's different. But I feel like a full face, like 16, I think is a good age, right? Is that a good age? I think it's a good age. I don't know. I think like 16, that's a good age. And then, what else? What was your dream job when you finished high school or college? I did not have a dream job. I had no idea what I wanted to do with myself, where I wanted to be. I just had no idea. I was going through the motions. If I said it once, I've said it a million times. Do not be like me. Like, hold on. I went to go get my MBA unsure of what I wanted to do with it. That is a lot of money to go get a degree and not know what you want to pursue or what you want to do with it. Do not be like me at all. I just didn't know. I had no idea. And I was just kind of going through the motions and going through life until something spoke to me and something hit me. And that happened to be HR. And here I am. Here I am. You guys, I just used, it doesn't have as much color as I would want it to have, but I don't know that I'm loving the color payoff, but I just used the Pixie On The Glow Bronze Tinted Moisture Stick. I got this one from Ulta. I don't know that it, like I said, it has the color payoff that I want it to have. So I'm going to take this thread complexion stick and I'm going to use that. I probably shouldn't have put face powder on first, but it's okay. We're here now. We are here now. Okay, let's keep going. Do I ever think about moving to a warmer part of the country? I do not. I mean, have I thought about it before? Yes, but seriously thought about it? No. My family is here. My life is here. If you guys don't know, I live in Cleveland, Ohio. My family's here. My life is here. Just everything is here. My babysitters are here. Okay. I feel like it will be really difficult to uproot my family anywhere. I mean, even like an hour or two away. It would be really difficult to uproot my family. Just because of the dynamics we have going on here. I feel like things work so well because we have a gang of help and a great support system here. And so to uproot everyone, I mean, we could just go vacation in a warmer climate if that's what we want. So to uproot everyone, I feel like just would not be worth it for me. A warmer climate sounds nice, but it just wouldn't be worth it for me. So not seriously, no. I have never thought about moving. I got another question. Would I ever have another baby? Absolutely not. Never, ever in life, ever. If you guys are, that must be somebody who's new here. My husband got a vasectomy like 3 weeks after my 2-year-old was born. Like, we were not playing. We don't want another baby. We done. Okay. We have 4. 4 keeps us so busy with all their activities and sports and everything. I couldn't have another baby if I wanted to. Like, I just couldn't keep up with another thing. You know what I mean? I feel like I have so much on my plate and it's just like, that would just make life way more hectic than it needs to be. So no. We're going to have to do a part 2, you guys, because there are way more questions than I realized. Let's go with this next one. How do you recommend an HRBP with 3 years of employee relations transition to the DE&I space? First of all, I would recommend that you make sure that you are familiar with the transitional skills that you need to transition into the DE&I space. And for those of you who don't know, DE&I is diversity, equity, and inclusion. Companies are definitely ramping up on their diversity, equity, and inclusion positions. I feel like, especially in tech, I feel like a lot of them did get cut during the like this whole layoff season. A lot of DE&I folks are without a position, and those initiatives were the first to kind of get their budgets cut. But I'm not familiar with how that worked in other sectors, you know. So I think just be familiar with the transferable skills, and then also network. Networking is going to be your single best source of getting the position or getting in the industry that you want. Network with other DE&I professionals that can get you leads on different opportunities that may be available, get you leads on different trainings that may be happening, and just open your eyes to the whole DE&I world. That is, whenever I want to make a transition, I start to network the hardest. I start to ask questions. I start to try to get put on projects that include that space or whatever I'm trying to achieve, So do your research and, like I said, network and just learn as much as you can. And things like, so I've told you guys this before, stuff like human resources, DE&I, all of those positions are seriously, there are no hard skills really that you need, right? So it's not like an engineer where they're like, you need to learn how to use this program, and this program. There are really no hard skills that you need. So all you need to make sure that you have are those transferable soft skills, and you can intelligently speak to those in an interview and have those points on your resume. So just remember that. Okay, we're gonna do one more question and then we're gonna finish up this look because I feel like I've held y'all for so long. I think this is kind of a question that I answered a little bit, but how do you remain confident in your career path? I don't have a defined career path. It's funny because our VP of people at my organization, I had a one-on-one with her last week, and she kind of asked me that same thing. Well, why ER versus HR? Where's your head at with that? What do you want to do with that in 5 years? And I'm like, look, I hate that question because I'm not sure where I don't have like a specific, I want to be a CHRO of an organization. I want to be in the C-suite in 5 years. I want to do this. I want to do that. I don't have that specific goal anymore. That used to be a goal of mine, but I don't have that specific goal anymore, y'all. I want to just be happy where I am, making a good amount of money, and also being able to have balance with my family. And I don't know that being in a C-suite position right now would allow me to do that, or in 5 years. So you guys, in 5 years, I will have one will be grown and out the house, but I'll also have a 7-year-old, almost 8, a 13-year-old, and a 14-year-old. And I feel like those are times where you have to be very present in their lives, right? You have to be very, very, very present during those critical times. And I don't know that I could do that being in such an elevated role. And maybe I can, and I'll figure out that I can. But for right now, that's really not my goal. And I don't know quite what my goal is. So I don't know that I'm confident in my career path. I feel like I am confident that I know what I want out of my life at this moment, and I'm confident that I'm working to pursue that, if that makes any sense. All right, y'all, so I probably have like 6 or 7 more questions here that I'm just not gonna get to, so I will have to do a part 2 very, very soon. Thank you guys so much for submitting all of these questions. I thought I was gonna breeze through them, but I guess I talked too much about other stuff. Okay, this is a brand new liquid lipstick that I'm kind of liking. I need to line my lips. All right, this is a brand new liquid lipstick. This one is called Chili Addict by MAC, and it's their retro matte liquid lip color. It's so pretty. Let's talk about that. Definitely need a gloss on top, but it's really, really pretty. This lip liner is NYX lip liner in the shade Hot Red, so I'm just using that to line. But this is so pretty. Yes. And then last but not least, I think that's it, right? Yeah, we're gonna use this guy, which is the Too Faced Makeup Insurance 18-hour wear long wear setting spray. This is a brand new setting spray on the market that we picked up. Oh, I love the nozzle because it's not like that stupid, like it just comes out and squirts in your face. It has a very, the mist is very, I like how the mist comes out. That's all I can think of right now. All right, you guys, so this is the final look. I hope you guys enjoy it. I love the color of this lipstick, along with the hair, along with the eyes. They turned out perfectly. These lashes are beautiful. And I found the name of the lashes, y'all. They are the Curly Queen Dramatics. That's what they're called. So they're so beautiful. I think everything came together just so well. And I love this look. Every time I do this, I'm like, I need to play in makeup more often with you guys because I have so much fun doing these videos. But I love this look so much. I am in love. All the products that I use will be linked down below in the description box for you guys. I hope you guys enjoyed this video and getting to know me a little bit. Like I said, I'm gonna have to run this back and do a part 2 because I have like 7 more questions that I still have not answered. Okay, so we're gonna have to run this back, but this is such a pretty look. Oh my god, we love it. We love it. And that foundation looks really good right now. So that's it for this video. Thank you guys so much for watching. I love you, love you, love you so much. Thank you for submitting questions to make this happen. And I'll see you in the next one. Bye.